Hello guys, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how to change the color of your website's header when it's scrolled in Wix, a popular website building platform. Whether you're building a personal blog, a business site, or an online store, this effect can help improve your site's user experience and make your design stand out. Why change the header color on scroll? Changing the header color when it's scrolled is a fantastic way to draw attention to important elements, like your logo or navigation bar, while enhancing the visual appeal of your website. This subtle effect gives your website a more dynamic and polished look, making it feel modern and interactive. First things first, you need to select the header of your website's page. To do this, simply navigate to the web page where you want the header color to change upon scrolling. Look at the top of the page. The broad, often rectangular segment that usually contains your site's logo, navigation menu, or other important elements is the header. Use your mouse cursor to click on it just once, and you've successfully selected it. Now that you have your header selected, your next step is to access the design options. You might be wondering, where are these design options? They're pretty easy to find. Just after selecting your header, a number of different tabs should appear on your screen. One of these tabs is labeled Change Header Design. Click on it and you will have successfully accessed the header's design options. If you have a custom header design or additional elements like a search bar or contact info in your header, make sure you're selecting the right part of the header. Sometimes it's easy to accidentally select the wrong section, so double check before proceeding to avoid any confusion later. Within the design options, you now have to choose the specific state of the header that you want to modify. What exactly does this mean? Well, website headers, particularly ones made on Wix, have different states. The most commonly used ones are the regular state, which refers to how the header appears normally, and the scroll state, which refers to how it appears when it's being scrolled down the page. Depending on the exact effect you want to achieve, you can select either of these states. Why use the scroll state? The scroll state is a great tool to create a sense of interaction with your visitors. It can be especially helpful for navigation menus on long pages, ensuring that the header is always visible without distracting from the content. It also adds a touch of sophistication to your site, as visitors will appreciate the smooth, dynamic effect. Let's say you selected the scroll state because you want the header to change color upon scrolling. Look for the option that reads Kale, fill color and opacity, and then click on it. The final step in changing the header color on scroll in Wix involves setting the color and opacity to your desired values for the scrolled to state. After clicking on Fill Color and Opacity, you should see some sliders or input boxes. These will allow you to adjust the background color and set the opacity. When choosing a color for the header, think about contrast and readability. If your site has a dark background, a light color for the header can help it stand out. Conversely, if you have a light background, a darker header can improve visibility and focus attention on key areas like the menu. When we talk about background color, we refer to the dominating color of the header when scrolled. Opacity, on the other hand, refers to how see-through the header is. If you want the color to be solid and not allow any of the underlying web content to be seen, you set the epoxy to a higher value. Play around with the opacity settings to achieve a subtle effect where the header becomes slightly transparent as the user scrolls. This effect can make your website feel more modern and less protoed. In a nutshell, changing the header color on scroll in Wix involves selecting your header, accessing design options, customizing the scroll state by selecting fill color and opacity, and finally setting the color and opacity according to your preferences for the scrolled to state. If you want to add even more customization, consider incorporating a hover effect on your header elements like buttons or links to enhance interactivity. You can also try adding animations or transitions for a smoother scroll experience. Take your time to experiment with different colors and levels of opacity until you achieve the perfect look that aligns with your website's design and aesthetic ethos. Happy designing! If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more helpful tips and tutorials. Don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified whenever I post new content. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.